Okay, let's just get into it. Um, First off, welcome to the Promo Podcast. I am your host, Antoine Jones. As always, welcome back. I've been busy dancing, doing a lot, getting around, making things happen, making things shake. But I had to stop, discuss, chop it up with y'all, talk about this episode. So let's do it. For starters, this is indeed the Saturday night main event go home episode. If you want to treat Saturday night main event like an actual PLE, it's not. But I mean, the bill is listed like one. That's what I'm more surprised at. This bill is listed as one. So we start the night off with Jey Uso. He comes out. It's Yeet Mania. Everybody, kids, men, women, like families, everybody's going off as expected. He comes into the ring. He runs back. After that, he gets to talking, saying how he has everybody in his ear, but he's doing things his way now. He's going to like make it happen. He about to run it back with the title, and I just want to say he had a shirt on that said "Run that ish back." I might have to cop that. That joint was fire. But after he's done talking, CM Punk comes out. Punk does the run it back on his music just to kind of be funny, joke around. But I loved the CM Punk's aspect of the promo. There's no knock on Jay. Anybody who knows me knows Jay Uso is like one of my favorite wrestlers. But CM Punk specifically, I thought was like spot on because there was no shade, no knock on what Jay did uh, to win the Battle Royal last week. But he basically told him like, how far are you willing to go to win this belt? And I guess he's basically insinuating like, CM Punk, he gonna do whatever it takes because he needs the title. And he was letting him know that. And he asking Jay constantly like, how far are you willing to go? And Jay kind of gets out there and he didn't really say anything important. He just said, let's do this. I'm down. You're gonna say what you want. I'm gonna do what I need to do. Blah. And that was kind of the end of it. I really love CM Punk's aspect of it because he's really planting a seed in Jay's head, like what you gonna do now. Me personally, I think Jay's gonna win. I, I don't think he's going to win like by honest means, but I think they're trying to build that Jey Uso story here, and I believe he's going to win hook or crook kind of way. Um, but I loved the intro. I loved how they started it off because that the CM Punk aspect of the promo really was telling for me. The CM Punk aspect more than anything was telling to me. Um, After that, we had the number one contender match for Intercontinental Belt. Matter of fact, before that, we had Adam Pierce. It felt like every time between like a promo or segment or a match, uh, cut into commercial, like whenever they had a chance, Adam Pierce popped up. Like he was backstage moving today. I don't know what it was, but my man was like about business. He ran out there and basically I know he had let the Judgment Day know that um Dom was going to face whoever was the winner of the number one contender match for the Intercontinental Belt after what happened last week. Uh, then Finn Balor wanted a rematch for their title shot. He tells him that like, yo, you and JD McDonough did some shady mess last week. Sheamus wants a match, so y'all gonna be doing that. Y'all worry about that, and then we'll get to the tag team titles next. Like my man storming off. He beeline. He going to the next guy. So we get to the number one contender match. Dom don't like it, so he make a call before the match happened, and as you'd expect. First of all, the match was a banger. I thought Penta and Rusev really put on a match. That was a banger. I almost expected it to end the way it did, like with like disqualification. And sure enough, El Grande Americano pop up. Him and his bonehead sidekick partners. They come in, they do their thing, you know, in the match. And then Rusev and Penta kind of get up and kind of get their licks back. But then of course Americano gets up out of there. Him and the goons they bounce, right. So um, we're gonna be all over the place because later that night, my man Adam Pierce popped up. He's storming running around. He asking random people like, "Yo, y'all seen y'all seen Don? What's up?" They point him to him. He go to Don like, "Hey, yo, look, I know that was you. You made the call. Your boys messed up the match. Down talking about some like now Rusev and Penta gonna be after them. Like I don't know why they did. He said, "Oh really?" You said, "Well, check this out. Now that match is a triple threat match. Now you got both of them on your hands. So don't worry about who they after. They about to come get you. You next." So Dom, like Dom blown. He heated. He was like, whatever. And Pierce storms off. Boom. He on it again. My man he was moving literally the whole night. The whole night, Adam Pierce won't playing. Every time they cut back, he was either on the phone, he was in somebody's face. My man's was busy. He was working. I was clocking him. He was working the whole night. After the number one contender match, um, I believe we had Braun Breaker and Braun Suri was backstage. And they were talking to my man Paul Heyman. Basically, Braun talking about some look, I need the belt. What's cracking? How we gonna make this happen? And Paul basically letting him know, like, look, don't worry about it. I already made to set the playoff. Like, you gonna get yours. You got to take out the man who's like in the way of you getting the belt. So Braun like, who that? He like, LA Knight. He was like, oh okay. So we got the match. Word, cool. We're gonna do that. They did a backstage promo with LA Knight, and he basically saying the same exact thing. Like, whoever in his way of getting the belt, he gonna get it. He don't really care who win the championship between CM Punk and Jey Uso. Like, he going for that. So we get to the match. Braun Breaker, LA Knight. Braun come up victorious. And when even need to like go into further detail, Braun did what he had to do, got the job done. Now, I honestly thought LA Knight should have won the Battle Royal, personally, only because the story that was building up with him and CM Punk, I thought that would have been a good story to kind of get the title around him or CM, whoever decided to win. But they didn't go that route. So now LA Knight then got bumped out by Braun Breaker. He didn't watch out. You out the way now. So now Braun is, leveling up, trying to get to the title. I thought that was good as well. That led, oh man, what happened next? I told you I'm all over the place. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, that's right. So the women's match happened because obviously Roxanne Perez supposed to have her little, run in with the Bella twin, and they was chopping it up earlier that night as well. Like Raquel telling her, like, yo, you need to get ready. We got the match coming up. You got her. Let's make it happen. So they go out there and do their thing. And Roxanne won. I was actually surprised by that. I don't know why I was surprised. I should have known Roxanne was going to win. But Nikki Bella went out there. She was already at a disadvantage 2-on-1. And Roxanne get her with the pop rocks at the end. Boom, caught a win after Raquel has got in between that foolishness. But what stood out to me was what happened after that, because Stephanie Vaquero pops out. Stephanie Vaquero is amazing. She pops out. She comes in to check on Nikki Bella. And Raquel, she kind of like on the ropes, like, no, I ain't about to leave. I'm about to, what's up? So she stand up in front of the ring, like staring at Stephanie. Stephanie pop up, staring at her. You see the height differential. One like around here, the other one like up here, but they ready to scrap. And then all of a sudden, in the back of the image, you see Nikki Bella pop her head in the middle. I'm like, what's up? Like, oh, you just took the L, man. If you don't get up out of here. So I seen the play all along, though. They setting up the tag team match because I believe it's next week, they're going to be in Mexico. So they got the tag match now with Nikki Bella, Stephanie Vaquero versus Raquel and Roxanne Perez, which should be a good match. Whenever the women are involved, they cook. So that don't surprise me. That I ain't worried about the match. It's gonna be a really good match. But I was just tripping because I was like, Nikki just popped her head in the middle. Like, what's up? Like, man, you don't get up out of here. Like, you just got took down. Like, what you about to do? So I don't know. I'm actually over Nikki Bella. She can go home now. It was fun. She served her purpose. But so Adam Pierce, he back there again. God, who he talked to this time? He was talking to everybody, man. He was talking to everybody. Oh no, what happened was the tag titles for the women's belt was on the line. So they chopping it up backstage, talking about how they about to make history, the longest reign with title defense, most title defenses basically with the tag belts, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss. Here come Loudmouth Oscar, you know what I'm saying? The Kabuki twins, they come out and they get to talking, basically saying like, yo, we won the title shot. We up next. What's cracking? And Charlotte giving her that whole spiel on the mic saying, "You ain't ready for it, blah blah blah." Oscar said, "You ain't ready for me." She bounced off. You know what I'm saying? Kari in there and doing her little gimmick. She got the umbrella going crazy. She like, man, can I bring you up? Tell long. So she bounced. She slide off. She slide off. And then you get like the Jay and Jimmy segments, and Jimmy was playing with him. Like Jimmy was on one. Jimmy rolled up like, "Hey, bro, like, hey, you talking that foolishness, saying you do what you got to do to win." Blah blah blah. He said, "Man, you knew the play was we get everybody out, and it's supposed to be you and me at the end 1-on-1." He was like, "I'm thinking you basically didn't want to do that because you ain't, you probably don't think you could have beat me 1-on-1." You know, they spin a block again later, and Jay basically apologized and say he was just trying to do what was best for whatever, man. Jay been on one. That's still my dog. He been on one. So Jimmy kind of, it's all good. We brothers. I love you. It's whatever. They saw it off. So I, I, I hate to say it, but I think that's going to drag out a little more because I honestly believe, and I believe this, that Jay's going to win the belt. And if Jay's going to win the belt, I don't think it's going to be like because of Jimmy. I think Big Jim is going to kind of like have his back no matter what. I don't think he's really going to do anything shady until later down the line. Like I feel like Jimmy is going to feel like his hand is forced to like bring Jay back down to earth. Like that's what I honestly believe. Um, but they chopped it up, and after they had their two segments, that was it for them for the rest of the night. And again, the night had some really good matches. It wasn't like the matches were just all over the place. They were really good matches. I just found it. I found it like very very pleasing and hilarious that every time they cut from a match or they went from another segment, Mazan Pierce was back out there. Like he was chopping it up, making things happen, making plays happen. Like he talking to everybody. So the tag titles, that was another thing. He talking to AJ Styles and Dragon Lee backstage. They talk about who they gonna scrap with next. Here come Finn Balor, JD McDonough. They're like, yo, we had a fight Sheamus tonight, which, by the way, uh, Jamie McDonough won. JD like, yo, we had a fight Sheamus tonight. We got the job done. Like, you talking about who y'all gonna face next? Y'all gonna face us. We want to get back. We want the titles. So, Adam Pierce lit. He like, man, if y'all don't get up out of here, I'm sick of this. Y'all been cheating. Y'all just cheated to win again. Like, I'm about to give you another title shot. Like, this is crazy. So AJ Styles pop in. He's like, no, 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 no. It's all good, man. We want to prove that we like that. We gonna give him another shot. And Pierce lit. He's like, you're not about to give them another shot. Like, what? Like, he was on one tonight. AJ Styles like, no, 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 it's all good, bro. We gonna run it back next week. We gonna give it a shot. We're gonna beat them, and we're gonna prove that we better. Like, then Dragon Lee did his spiel, and they set it up. It was official. But I, I just loved it because Adam Pierce is about sick of everybody. And like if he had an interaction with anybody, it was to like let them know either that like, hey, look, I'm setting you a match. Like I got to play lined up. You're gonna fight such and such, or it was to let somebody know like you in the way. I'm about sick of you, and we gonna shut this down tonight. Like it was hilarious. So I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that bit a lot. We finished the night off with the women's tag titles, and that was a really good match too. That was the Charlotte Flair versus Alexa Bliss, and they took on Bailey and Lyra Valkyria. And I didn't expect Bailey and Lyra to win at all, but boy, did they put on a show. And I like to see how in sync like Charlotte and Alexa Bliss are, and giving them that spot Monday night tag title match was really nice, really nice. And they put on the show. They performed really well. So I like that a lot. Oh, before I close Raw out, the one I did forget was when Adam was talking to Maxine Dupree, basically telling her like, "Look, you didn't beat Shorty twice. Like, you deserve a title shot. You gonna get yours. Like, don't worry about it." And Maxine Dupree basically was just like, "Yeah, but I want the next one to count. I want it to mean something." So I think they like gonna put like a stipulation on her or whatever. But like he set that play too. Like Adam was just setting plays all over the place. He was setting plays, he was rejecting plays. My man was busy tonight. So I enjoyed Raw. I found it hilarious tonight. I found the matches entertaining. And I thought the storylines that they're actually driving home got some stick to them. The championship title, I don't think that necessarily has stick because they kind of had to fast track this. The only good aspect of it is the for the past few months they've kind of been building like CM Punk, LA Knight, Jay Uso, like they've been all been button heads. So to have two of them like contending for the title right now does help that they have like some previous history to build their storylines, but I don't think it has like the biggest amount of stick and glue like some of the other storylines do. Um, but overall, fabulous Raw. I was pleased. I had to come chop it up because it was hilarious. I enjoyed it. Um, Now we get ready for NXT tomorrow night. Hopefully they call Obafemi up soon because that's my dog. He need to get moved up. Bring him in. Come on. Raw SmackDown. Bring him up. And you probably will hear from me again as a Saturday night's main event. That's all I got for y'all. Be easy. Peace. Catch y'all next time.